These are a few of the snapshots of the fun to come on today's episode of Great Day Louisiana. I want to say hello to everybody and thank you so much for joining us today. I'm your host Malik Mingo, coming to you from a boat here on the Sabine River. If you can't tell by now, it is time for another One Tank Trip sponsored by AAA. Today we are taking you to DeSoto Parish. We hopped on I-10 west to I-49 and drove until we got to DeSoto, which is right at the Texas state line. This area is a part of Sportsman's Paradise, but it's also known as No Man's Land. And look, as you all just saw moments ago, there is a lot to do here in DeSoto Parish. We are so excited to head to our first location. We're gonna dock this boat and let's go check out where we're headed to. It's no secret we love our adult libations on Great Day Louisiana, and when we heard about this attraction, we had to check it out. Y'all, we're at a vineyard. The name of it is Kickapoo Twist Winery and Vineyard, and it's located here in Gloucester, Louisiana. They serve custom wine blends using the grapes grown right here on the property. And look, everybody, before we taste it, we have to start where it all starts, here on the vineyard. And joining out for a conversation is the owner of the winery and vineyard, Mr. Ed Jordan. Hello, my good sir.
Hello.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Congratulations. My goodness, we are at a winery, like I mentioned, everybody. And I want to first ask you this, my good sir. As we walk down this vineyard, what inspired the name Kickapoo Twist?
Well, we live in Kickapoo, and in 16 we had a tornado come right up the driveway and hit the trees and hit our house and that sort of thing. And so Kickapoo Twist. So we have a tornado and the rooster, and I just like roosters. So that's what our label is. There's a rooster and a tornado and Kickapoo Twist.
I love it. It's so smart. And as you all can see, so many different options here. What are the varieties of grapes that you grow here at the vineyard?
Primarily we have a Crimson Cabernet, which is a hybrid. It's a Cabernet crossed on a Norton out of Virginia. It's developed in, the breeder was in Indiana, and I have nearly an acre of that. We also have a white grape called a Blanc du Bois, and it makes a very nice pineapple-y. It's just a real luscious, sweet white wine.
And how long does it take for you to grow these grapes?
Well, it takes 5 years for them to really get to where they can produce like they're supposed to do.
I love it. Well, look, are y'all thirsty, everybody? Look, we're gonna keep walking because I think it's time for a glass of wine. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's head inside. Joining me now is Tracy Jordan. She is a co-owner of Kickapoo Twist Winery and Vineyard, and she's also Ed's wife. How are you, darling?
Hi, how are you?
I am doing good. Now that we have a wine flight in front of us, let's cheers, my darling. Congratulations.
Cheers.
What are we sipping on right here?
Blanc du Bois.
This is a white? Absolutely delicious.
My favorite.
Why?
Just the flavor. It tastes just like the grapes do, and you taste just almost a floral, just a nice, sweet, balanced
It's
wine.
so true. I've had 3 sips already. Look, we got 3 more to go, everybody. Let's talk about this second one right here. What is this one?
This is a grape that we grow. It's called the Crimson Cabernet, and this is our 2022 vintage.
It is delicious. It is so good. And again, grapes grown right here in Kickapoo, the community. Of course, that's the name of this place. This one right here, what do we got?
This is blueberry. This comes from a local blueberry farm.
Oh my goodness. And you all have over 15 different types of wines, which is amazing, everybody. How long would you say it takes for you all to make a bottle of wine?
Well, it starts with the process of picking the grapes in the summertime, and then we have to press and crush and then bottle. Everything's custom done here.
And I love the bottle. The logo is absolutely amazing, as well as these flights. We have one more right here. What is this one?
This is our Muscadine. It's called Rosie.
Ooh, Rosie, okay. Ooh, and
nice
it's on the
sweet
sweet
wine.
side. Yes, so good. And you all do classes here. And notice, everybody, if you take a class, you can also get a charcuterie board.
Yes,
It is amazing what you all are doing here. Cheers, my darling, to you and your husband. Again, Kickapoo Twist Vineyard and Winery is the name of the spot, everybody. They are open on Saturdays. And if you want to pick up a bottle, which is very affordable, by the way, you have to come and check them out. Now look, everybody, stay right there because we're actually gonna keep this one take trip rolling and head over to our next spot. Let's go. There is so much more to explore here in DeSoto Parish, from outdoor activities on land and water to amazing food. You can do it all while experiencing the area's rural charm and hospitality. Join me now with more on why we all need to visit DeSoto Parish is the director of the Mansfield Female College Museum, which is where we are right now. Please help me welcome Mr. Van Reach. Hello, my good sir.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us. This museum is amazing. Honestly, the whole parish is amazing. I just had a glass of wine, so it is going to be a good time, everybody.
That's right.
You know, I love DeSoto Parish because it's made up of so many different towns and villages, but this area is actually a part of no man's land. Where does that name come from? Because I see people.
Well, just at our border where the Sabine River is between Texas and Louisiana was a strip of land that both Spain and France claimed. And it wasn't until the United States bought the Louisiana Purchase that it was settled. So there was no government, no armies, and all the bad guys came to no man's land.
Wow.
There was no place to be.
Come on, but it really is a
Wild
place
and
to
rusty
be.
place.
So interesting because, you know, at one point, DeSoto Parish was known for many different industries. The lumber industry, a lot of other manufacturing jobs, the traders came here, but today it's really known for the paper industry. Tell me a little bit about DeSoto Parish and that industry today.
Well, back in the mid-'60s when International Paper came, they were looking for some terrain that would drain away from any populated areas. And where they located the mill, the terrain drains down to the Red River.
Fascinating.
So they did all those studies and built a huge plant back in the mid-'60s, and it's still one of the top producers. It does corrugated boxes and stuff like that. It doesn't do paper, it does cardboard.
Wow.
Which is, they spit out a lot of it.
Fascinating. And you know, everybody, what's also fascinating is that when you come out to DeSoto Parish right here in Mansfield, this museum, absolutely amazing. You have to come and check it out. Everybody, it was the first Women's Institute of Higher Learning west of the Mississippi River. I gotta ask you this first, Van, since you are the director, why did they choose Mansfield for this historical college?
Well, there was already a finishing school here, kind of like a high school for young girls, right on these 10 acres on top of this hill. And the Methodist Church was building our current Methodist Church about the mid-1800s. And they said, well, look, over here we have a finishing school already. Let's do like a college to teach young women to be teachers.
Yeah.
And that was their mission. But it expanded where they had fine arts, higher math, crafts, all kind of stuff, as well as the normal college to teach young children, young ladies to teach young children.
It is a fascinating museum, everybody, because there are so many different rooms you get to go into. What I love the most is that there's a lot of memorabilia from the actual students here. Let's talk about some of that.
Well, we have an old spinning wheel from the 1830s. We have a standing grand piano, mid-circa 1850s. We have Civil War memorabilia, an authentic surgeon's kit, cap and ball rifle and pistol, a ghost. We have all kinds of stuff here.
Yes, for sure. So many different things. You can see their degrees, you can see their college rings, you can even see what they wore and what their residence halls look like. Absolutely amazing. You know, once again, this is located right here in DeSoto Parish, but people maybe get confused sometimes on what DeSoto Parish is named after. What is DeSoto Parish named after?
Well, a lot of people think the explorer, Fernando DeSoto, is actually Leon DeSoto, who was a Spanish cattleman that came here. And he had one of the biggest cattle spreads in this area. And they named after he and his descendants.
Wow, it is such a fascinating story, everybody. A fascinating parish overall. I want to thank you, Van, for joining us
You're
today.
very welcome.
Shout out to Mansfield. And look, if you want more information about the Mansfield Female College Museum or just planning your trip to DeSoto Parish in general, you can head over to the website on your screen. It is discoverdesoto.com. You can also call 318-872-1177. All that information is also on the state's Office of Tourism website, which is louisianatravel.com.